Some people use the term zombies to describe the victims of ANSD. We'll talk about that. And both as a psychiatrist, as a physician, and somebody who is interested in what to do to help stop the coming zombie apocalypse, the Zombie Autopsies tells us all. Next on Coast to Coast, this is Ian Punnett. The Zombie Autopsies, Secret Notebooks from the Apocalypse, Dr. Stephen Schlozman. I think there are many of us here who are still trying to figure out how to best deal with the zombie problem. So let's talk, before we even get into the notebooks here, about what zombies are and what zombies aren't. Because long before there was a problem of the walking dead on the planet, there were cases of zombieism in nature, right? We all know that there are certain types of spiders that are stung by wasps who then essentially take over the spider's will or be able to, to make directed decisions for itself. And suddenly the spider is doing things for the wasp. That happens in nature. We know about certain, even in psychiatry, and you're obviously a specialist in that field, where you would say certain people have reached a level of zombification. Would it be fair to say that certain people who maybe are over-medicating or who have certain types of mental problems, can they ever be considered having crossed over into the areas of zombieism, even before we get to the book?
Sure. It's a great question. So it's all about definitions. If we're going to define sort of zombieism based on what we thought was fictional in the old movies, that is somebody who seems to have lost their sense of free will, who sort of staggers, isn't able to walk well, is ravenously hungry, things like that, then there would definitely be representations of that throughout nature. As you point out in the animal kingdom, there's the ants that we all know about with the fungi that grow inside their brain and cause them to sort of wander away from the ant crowd up into the high foliage. There's organisms like toxoplasmosis that changes rat behavior, makes them chase after cats rather than run away from cats. And then in my field, basically any field in medicine, any time you have a side effect to a medicine that changes somebody's behavior, it might make somebody think of a zombie. Having said that, I don't think any, I would hope, no responsible physician, especially psychiatrists, would call their patients zombies.
Right.
But you can see behavior, and certainly you read in the press, my child was given, or brother or sister, whatever, was given so much medicine that they appear to be just so zonked, so kind of out of it, then we might feel after surgery or something.